Greetings. Welcome to Muse and Magic 1111. Thanks for stopping by my channel for yet another deep dive into your oracle reading journey. Today I'm going to bypass all of the extras. Okay. My name is Aisha. I am coming to you from Bay Area, California. I am your local Muse spiritual advisor, intuitive, healer, homeschool mom, teacher, workshop facilitator. The list goes on. Y'all know. um, Typically, I would start these readings off with a bit of a healing and also a song. I'm going to bypass the healing today because I just kind of want to jump right into this. Again, I don't read every week or every day. I just read when I'm called to do so. So, forgive my inconsistencies if that's what you want to call it. But again, I just do this when I'm called to do it. And I've been doing it since 3 o'clock this morning, trying to pump all this stuff out, um, pump all these messages out, rather. So, bear with me. I'm getting a little tired now, but I gotta get these messages to you. So let's go. I'm gonna shuffle and here we go. I take two Hail Marys on the ride. No prayer beats for the spot. Double rainbow in my heart. I think I went too damn far. I think I went too damn far. Wait, how you know if you went too far? How I know if I still love God when I don't feel it at all? Maybe this is the hard part, the hard part. Maybe this is the hard part, the hard part. Hope it gets easier, the hard part. I pray it gets easier, the hard part. All right, so let's get into it. All right, this reading here is for my Capricorns, so we're gonna get into it. Like I said, I'll come back to those. Let's get into the general energies of what's going on with you, Capricorn. I'm sitting at a very strange angle right now because I have a little bit of a knee injury. So I'm kind of nursing my knee, and it's only comfortable to kind of sit with my legs somewhat being able to bend in this direction uh, because trying to put it straight out is just not comfortable right now on my loving bed. Okay, so hey, um, okay, so there is something to do with an older woman here. This older woman is maybe someone you're dealing with in a relationship or had dealings with in a relationship. Hmm, let's see. We'll get a little bit more into that shortly. Um, Cobweb. So protected from negative forces beyond your control. Why do you need protection, Capricorn? There's some good news coming in though for you. Uh, okay. Beware of great pride. All right. So you are protected from forces that are beyond your control. We're going to get into whatever that means. I want to definitely clarify that. But, goodness. Yeah, I've been doing this literally all night. So, I took a little bit of a break early morning. But, I mean, again, I started doing these and I'm getting through all 12 signs if I can today. And I started at like 3 something this morning. So, bear with me. So, yeah, this is great pride. Peacock and Capricorns, you guys are very much known, almost, Leos are known for peacocking and just being on display and dressing a certain way and being very concerned with you know, solar plexus energy, right? Just being very concerned what other people think about that. But Capricorns, I've learned, have a lot of that as well. Okay, so you guys tend to be people, and this is the men, the masculines, who typically have these beautiful feathers. They're the ones who are really parading around, right, to attract their mate, I gather. Um, so maybe you're masculine energy watching. Maybe you're watching cross watching for your masculine, or for your masculine Capricorn. Just take it how it resonates. But someone here is definitely in their pride, very prideful. Dog close up. So this is pleasure with a close friend. Okay. So I think maybe there was a situation with an older woman here. This woman just strikes me as someone who is just mature. Is very mature. Maybe has slanted eyes. Um, likes big earrings. You know, has high cheekbones. Just older, just wiser. You know, older, wiser, just mature. And this is someone who you were very prideful with, possibly, right? Because this is right beneath that with this peacock. And someone you've been very prideful with. This could be a mother figure. It could be a boss. It could be a lover, ex-lover, or something to the tune of that. Now, you know, you've always been protected. Because, again, this is around this older woman. You've always been protected in this particular connection, or protected by this woman, or protected with this woman, maybe protective of this woman, okay? And this was a very pleasurable friendship, okay? Now, there is some, and maybe this person always came bearing good news, and maybe there was someone who had your ear, someone who definitely came with the highest or best intentions, and who, when they spoke, you listened and you reverenced what they said, or when they spoke, you, um, there was something even probably very calming about it, or at least very much, it's almost like this person could speak into your soul. They could speak in your soul leaps, right? They speak and it resonates with your soul. However, I believe, especially with this being underneath the ear, though, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you took criticism as if it was bad news, you know, and you should, it says, accept valid criticism. Get out of your pride and your ego and accept. I think something rings back. Maybe you thinking about things you've heard, or this person has told you, the wisdom they whispered in your ear, wisdom they gave to you, and maybe you're thinking back on that. And possibly it could be pride that is keeping you from even stepping in, for even recognizing um, that you were not accepting of just collected criticism, right? Um, Man, tell me more, Spirit, because I'm trying to put this together. Okay. So this is someone new entering your life. It just seems like there's someone already here in this chair. It says chair filled, but even though this chair is filled, or this position is filled, there's someone new re-entering your life. Or I don't know why I just said re-entering. I meant to say just entering your life. Why did I say that? Victory of some endeavor. This keeps coming up in all these readings. But there has been a great personal sorrow. Okay. It could be around this pleasurable friendship, what was a pleasurable friendship, or maybe a current pleasurable friendship. Could be around this older woman here. Tell us more about this, these teardrops. What is the great personal sorrow about? Hmm. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Maybe somebody already was tempted to lower. Maybe you lowered your standards, and that's what this um, teardrop is about, right? It caused you great personal sorrow because you lowered your standards and you did not take collective criticism. You did not take valid criticism. Okay? You did not heed the wisdom that was given to you. Now, here's the dealings or relationship, okay, with the woman. So maybe, I don't know, you either could be a masculine or you could be a same gender loving feminine. Uh, but there's dealings with a woman, and yeah, maybe that was the reason why there was some type of great um, personal sorrow because of this woman. Dealings with a dark haired woman. This woman might have been younger than this older woman. Mm. Affairs with your family. This is, reminding me of family tree, family dynamics. I hear like havoc, caused havoc. Maybe this woman came in and caused a lot of issues with your family, which caused you personal sorrow, of course. Um, sometimes people tend, and I know this is a very Capricorn thing. I know quite a few Capricorns, and the thing is that sometimes what happens is a Capricorn will, because remember, you're very prideful, you're concerned about what others think, and so even if you're in a dead end situation, I don't care if it's a career, a job, a relationship, you will hang on to that thing for the sake of looks, for the sake of what it looks like to other people, for the sake of acting as if and appearing to be successful, loyal, um, determined, tenacious, especially that successful piece, right? Like you got your shit together and you'll hang on even to the death of your own self or self esteem or happiness, trying to prove a point that no one even cares about but you, really. So, someone, let's see, what's going on with this happiness? Because happiness is underway. There is a meeting with a stranger that could be very important. This could be business, it could be personal, but this could actually, yeah, call in happiness, you know. I don't know why this is just sticking out to me. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So, a meeting with a stranger could be impactful. This could cause for new beginnings and also happiness. However, there is a warning. Okay, there is some type of warning, and I think you kind of already know what this is. I almost see like red flags, of some type of issue that is problematic with either now or within the near future. I don't know why I still keep looking back at this woman when I look at this dark-haired woman. Yeah, there are problems that still need to be resolved. Even this finger is pointing to this woman. That's so funny the way that I even put it down here, not even knowing it's just pointing to this woman, this dark-haired woman. Okay, it just seems to be like a lot kind of going on here, but still not really giving us exactly what the gist is. So what? Oh gosh. So maybe you've been feeling, maybe it's like you haven't been able to see the forest for the trees. You have very muddled thinking lately. That could be, a bit of the Mercury retrograde energy. Um, and some other planetary placements. However, there is romance celebration and party underway. There could be a party that's upcoming, birthday or some type of a celebration. But remember, happiness is also underway. Um, what is it about this party and this happiness? Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I think clarity is coming. Maybe, Capricorn, you've been doing some inward self diving, deep diving into yourself, and really trying to not just broaden your horizons and your vision of what your life, is going to look like in the very near future, what you would like for it to look like. But this is also about self transformation, just really trying to do something different so that you can really start working on the parts of you that need to be healed. Okay? That's just just spurting out. It's just what Spirit is giving me. Um, yeah, I think that you have plenty of material things. Then maybe that was the onset of what you thought would make you happy with this happiness card. But remember, there's still this feeling of loss and sorrow. So, been there, done that, and now recognizing that that's not even all that it's cracked up to be. Because now it's more important that you take on this spiritual path of enlightenment um, and awareness and understanding, not just of yourself, but of your own spirituality, of your own concept of what's happening in this life, what's happening to you or around you in this life, why you're here. I think you've been pondering your purpose, and you know, and this comes up again. Romance is in the air. So let's go back. Let's go back to this because we're going to get into this relationship piece in a minute. So I just want to know, what do we need to know about this older woman and this other dark-haired woman? What do we need to know about this older woman? This is someone who, I guess maybe you feel like represents celebration and fun and enjoyment. Someone, wow, everything wants to talk. This is someone who may have helped you overcome obstacles in the past or obstacles with yourself. Um, Again, this is a woman who represents someone older, more mature. She's fair, maybe fair skinned or fair hair. And this is someone who represented love, right? Um, Not sure if something happened in March, but March is significant for someone here. Um, Interesting enough, these flowers are look like they are drooping over. So maybe something happened in March where, there was kind of like this whoop, 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 to this relationship possibly, or this friendship, or this connection, business, partnership, or whatever. Now, again, we have a younger woman dealing with a relationship with a younger woman. So maybe that was the case. Maybe this dark haired woman is younger, right? Tell us about this younger woman or this dark haired woman. This dark haired woman brought about major changes in your life, okay? Um, and also some revelations, I guess, because this is the moon card, right? Um, some things were revealed, were illuminated with this sun card, okay? And maybe for some time there was happiness. Maybe there was happiness and well being or something to the tune of that. But it was, you know, meant to be a short journey. And sometimes what can happen with people in general, I can't say it's just a Capricorn thing, but I do know a lot of Capricorns experience this as well. Um, Sometimes what happens is we tend to pop up, well, places that we're supposed to just put up a tent, we'll end up building a foundation and a whole home castle, right? Where we were just meant to stay momentarily. We're trying to put stakes in the ground and flags and, you know what I mean, make it home when it was supposed to just be an Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? So take that how it resonates. Okay, and I'm just going to pull a couple more, and then we're going to get into the financial piece of this. Looks like my battery's getting low. I don't want to cut off. So, yeah, you're going to soon be playing a different role. And that could be career-wise. It could be relationship-wise. Maybe someone's gone through a period of ill health, right? Where your health just wasn't at the, you know, just wasn't where you wanted it to be. Or someone around you may be dealing with this, or some type of a depression. Maybe you're feeling a little depressed right now. Um, Fear, worries, tense sensations, and tense situations, actually. So you're thinking about doing something risky and taking a chance. Someone here is, okay, doing something risky and taking a chance. An increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And we just talked about that, right? With you really just coming online, being a little bit more enlightened and doing some self-work and transformational stuff. Tell us about this this risk taking. What is this risk? Well, first of all, you're highly thought of. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past, so maybe that was the risk. You took a risk in the past, and maybe that's about to pay off for you. Birth or the conception of a child, or enterprise. So maybe something around a child or childbirth is either releasing you or inciting or initiating some type of reward, financial gain. Or I want to almost say, like, something is balancing out, something is coming full circle. Okay. And then bottom of the deck, and then we're going to leave this January. So this may represent someone. I mean, obviously, if we're doing Capricorn, it could be possible that there's birthday in January, of course. But also that, you know, January is significant, probably of some type of a beginning or maybe ending or some type of start to this a change, whether it's with the situation with this older feminine energy or this young dark-haired woman feminine energy. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there because if I keep trying to go on with that piece, I don't know. I feel like spirit is not giving me all of the the um the clues and information because I need to move on to a different deck and see what happens with that. So let's get into the finances a little bit, and then we're gonna go down the journey of what that relationship, um, you know, what your current relationship situation looks like, and pray that this does not cut off because I don't want to disconnect and have to redo this. Okay, so your finances are healing right now. You're on a comeback. Okay, that's what I feel. You're on a comeback. You got to do what you got to do at this time. You got to do what's best for you. You have to do um, what will render you good results. Okay, and you have enough. You have everything that you need for the step that you're on. Okay, assets. Your investments are growing fast. If you haven't tried investing yet, this is the right time. Your future promises long-term stability. So this is a great time to invest. Now, I don't know if I'm saying it's a great time right this moment. Maybe that's what there was a January card and there was like a Another card that came out. It's over here somewhere, but I almost want to say it was March, I think. But maybe you made some investments already. Um, the only advice I would give right now is that, while we're in Mercury retrograde and Mercury retrograde shadow, please look that up for the dates because I don't have it on the top of my head right now, or the tip of my tongue either. Just check that out, and I would wait until that energy passes before actually making any type of contractual agreements, okay, for investments. Okay, security. You are financially secure and abundant. Continue to grow and maintain stability in your career and finances. Multiple streams of income are recommended. So, this is someone who is, definitely reaching or trying to reach the goal of financial security. I know that you want to work smarter, not harder. Again, thus the investments. And you have to call this in as if it already is. That's true alchemy. Okay, so continue to tell yourself that you're already abundant. You already have what you need for the step that you're on. Provisions are already there. Okay. It's time to express yourself through design and art using your talent. Being creative with your finances will bring success to your career. So I think this, whoever this person is, either you Capricorn or someone, your other person, or somebody, but I feel like it has influenced you to be someone who is very, very creative. Style is not just about wearing the right clothes, but it's still about creativity. It's an art. So I think someone here is very artistic, maybe possibly does things with their hands, whether it's um, painting or fixing, repairing, or building, whichever. But and then you just have your own personal kind of style. You know what I mean?